I have watched many YouTube videos out there on fuel additives and how well they work. A lot of you guys know me. I have to try this myself to see if this is actually true. So I went down to the store. I bought 4 products right here that all claim in some way, shape, or form to reduce or remove water or moisture from your fuel. I'm not being sponsored by any one of these guys. Let's get that out of the way right now. Let's see if this stuff works. Hey guys and girls, welcome back to Steve's Small Engine Saloon again. Thanks for coming back. A little refresher for your memory here, stevesmallenginesaloon.com, that's my website. I got a little link up here for you in the information button too if you want to get back to it that way. So first off guys, why do we even care if there's water in our fuel in our small engines? Here's why right here. This is a carburetor I just took off of a lawnmower, pulled the bowl off, and look in there. Look in the bottom of that float bowl. That is water in the bottom of there. It's starting to rust the bottom of the bowl. And once that starts rusting enough, all that rust and water and everything starts getting into your main jets, into your carburetor and plugging all that up. And pretty soon your unit isn't even going to start anymore because of that. That is why we care about whether there's water in the fuel or not. That, you guys, no kidding, over 50% of the carburetors that I pull off of a 4-stroke 4-cycle engine that has that float bowl on there, over 50% of them have water in that. So I have 4 products here that I got. Methyl Hydrate, Seafoam, a lot of you guys are curious about that. I found an STP product right here that actually claims to remove water from fuel. And I have K100 right here. I also got a bottle of water right here. I colored it a little bit green with just a dab of food coloring on a toothpick, just so we can keep our eye on that water during the close-ups and see it a little bit clearer. I also have 4 Canadian scientifically approved beakers right here to hold our fuel. Miller Genuine Draft. Now I put 300 milliliters of fuel, fresh fuel, in each one of those beakers. It's 91 octane if any of you guys out there care about that. So the typical amount of water that I see in a bowl like this is about 1 milliliter of water. And so I got this little syringe right here that holds exactly 1 milliliter of water. So I'm going to add 1 milliliter in each one of those beakers. Done. That's the water we need in there right there. So we're going to start with methyl hydrate right here. A lot of you old school guys out there, I shouldn't say old school guys, guys that have more advanced years than I do are going to really think this is probably going to work, because I've been told since I was a kid that if you put methyl hydrate in your fuel, it mixes the fuel and the methyl hydrate together so it'll go through your engine. It actually eliminates water. I've been told that for so many years, never tried it. We're going to try it right now. This is the only bottle that I got that doesn't actually have a recommendation on it for what the manufacturers say to mix with your fuel. It just says put the entire contents in your fuel tank. Well, I find that a little confusing, to be honest with you, right off the bat, because I have a lawnmower tank that's this big. And then some people have an F-350 Ford truck out there that's a gigantic fuel tank. And is it supposed to do the same thing in no matter how much gas you put in there? I don't know. We're going to overdose this quite a bit here. I'm going to put so the average between these ones right here is about 3 milliliters or something like that. So I'm just going to dump 3 milliliters of methyl hydrate now into that and see what happens. You shake that up and see what happens with that water. That water is absolutely gone. There is no water left in that fuel. That is clear, beautiful fuel with 3 milliliters of methyl hydrate in there. I'm actually quite surprised, you guys. I did not expect that to happen. That's not very much methyl hydrate in there. On that note, though, I do got to tell you guys, if you do use this, you're not supposed to use this. I've learned this over the years many, many times, that you don't use methyl hydrate in a 2-stroke, 2-cycle engine like a chainsaw or a weed eater, something like that, where you mix your fuel and your oil together. Because everything I've heard that says that if you put methyl hydrate in it, it prevents the oil from sticking to your piston and your cylinder. It kind of washes it off, and it's kind of like running straight gas through your 2-stroke, 2-cycle engine if you do that. I've never tested that myself. I'm not 100% sure if that's true, but that is amazing. That is actually gone. Wow. Let's move on to the next one. All right, let's try some Seafoam out. Guys, I know you guys all love Seafoam. Seafoam, right on the bottle, says, it says controls moisture in fuels. I like that they just say controls. They don't say eliminate or removes. It controls moisture in fuels. They have 2 recommendations on the bottle for the ratio, the proportions that you're going to mix it at. The highest one is 60 milliliters per 4 liters of fuel. So when we reduce that down to how much fuel I have in this beaker right here, 300 milliliters, that's equivalent to the same ratio, the same proportions, 4.5 milliliters in that much fuel right there is going to be what they are recommending on this bottle. So you can clearly see on there, yep, water's still there. Not that much green color on it anymore, but you can still really see that water in there. We're going to go 4.5 milliliters. 4.5 milliliters right there. You can do the same thing. Shake it up and see what happens. Kind of cloudy looking. That's actually a sign that I believe that's a sign that the water is actually mixing into there a little bit when it turns cloudy like that. Let it sit for a few seconds. I might edit a little bit here if it's taking too long to settle. I don't want to waste your guys' time. I'll tell you if I edit it. So I did just edit about 10 minutes out of that video right there. It took about 10 minutes for all that cloudiness to clear. So we got some nice clear gasoline in there again. And you can see there is a little water left in there. A little bit. Not nearly as much as there was. So they claim to reduce, what did they say again? Controls moisture in fuels. I think that's absolutely correct what they put on there. It does help, but it didn't eliminate the water out of there. So let's move on. STP. This bottle of STP right here says right on the front of the label, water remover. They recommend, it's a 155 milliliter bottle, and they say it treats up to 79 liters of fuel. So when we reduce that down again to a 300 milliliter size, like we got right here, it works out to 0.6 of a milliliter to treat that. That's kind of hard for me to believe, so we're going to try it right now. 0.6 of a milliliter is a lot less product than you're going to use in some of these other ones. So let's see if this is going to actually happen or not. 0.6. There's 0.6 right there. Give that a shake. Let's see what happens again. I'm really interested now. I'm kind of surprised these other ones actually worked. That one's not getting cloudy. It's just getting, it's just still clear. Absolutely clear fuel still. You got to be kidding me. I can't see any water in there. No way. I'm blown away. I'm blown away with some of these products, you guys. Instantly is still clear, no cloudiness. There's not a drop of water left in that beaker right there. 0.6 of a milliliter. That is unbelievable. Water's gone. What more can I say about that one? Let's put that right back there, and we're going to move on to the fourth one. We're going to go K100 now and see how that holds up. The K100 bottle says right on the front of the label, it says makes water burn. Water eliminator, it says in the description. They recommend putting the bottle is 237 milliliters. They say it treats up to 37 liters of fuel. Again, we reduce that down to our 300 milliliter size right here. Works out to 1.92 milliliters. I'm going to just take, I'm just going to put 2 milliliters in there. We're going to do the same test we just did on the other ones and see how this stuff works. There's 1. There's 2. The old shake test. Let's see if this gets cloudy. Let's see if what happens here. Not turning cloudy. Didn't turn cloudy at all. Absolutely clear gasoline again. And not one single drop of water. Not one drop of water in there. That is unbelievable. I'm really happy I did this. Well, what more can I say? That was a fun experiment to do. Maybe I saved you some money, maybe I didn't. I hope it was educational and informative for you guys. At least I know it was informative for me because I had no idea. I did not expect the results that we just got here. All 4 products that I went and bought all actually do what they say to do at different degrees, obviously. But now I'm thinking, well, what's more cost effective if they all kind of work? I'll tell you this, where I live, the K100, I paid about $10 for that. The STP, I paid about $5 for that. The Seafoam, I paid about $16 for that. The Methyl Hydrate, $2. So I hope that was informative. I hope you guys liked the video. Give me that thumbs up button, guys. Give me that like button. Subscribe to my channel if you already haven't. Share this video with your friends and put some comments down right underneath this video. Working hard on the next one again, guys. Coming up soon. Till the next video, guys. Steve out.